the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight's
It's game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on it.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
Oh, yeah. Once they started hitting, it was like an avalanche, even as the defense extended farther and farther out.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. The guards are Thomas and Harris. And it's Porter at the small forward.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Thomas, no luck.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
Now, here's Thomas. Millsap passes to Thomas.
Even though he's 5'9", 185 pounds, soaking wet, Thomas plays big out there, fearless.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Thomas.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Lakers passing it around. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Over Thomas, and Rondo gets it to go on the assist by James. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screen. And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Here's Thomas following the basket by LeBron James, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Millsap. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Wagner, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Millsap a screen. The Nuggets with another miss.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. generally you knock those down.
So I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Last season, C-Webb, the Lakers made an effort to play with a high pace in their game.
Well, this is the direction the team wants to strive towards. I mean, second in the league last season in pace of play. The players and the front office all want to get back to that Showtime era Lakers style of play.
They get the rebound, and that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
It's Beasley on the wing over Millsap, and that one is good by Beasley.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against Memphis. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play. And building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after, while you're both deferring, you're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us. We'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's guarded by Stevenson. Floats it up for Beasley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Lyles with the screen. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barton, wide open, he fires.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
A solid shot blocker at his position. Boss Lynn allows him to make a difference on this team.
Picked his pocket. And Stevenson kicks the ball. Back to Stevenson. Got a piece of it. Plays it up off the glass. Stevenson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Hernan Gomez. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 13. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Murray up on top. Stolen by Ball. And Kuzma slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving.
Ever since I was a little boy,
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
Definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player regardless of size.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
So on the floor for Denver, Trey Lyles out there with Plumlee. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
For Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
To the paint. Inside. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And it goes down 2 points. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop. You let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. Wagner, he's checked in for Zubas for the Nuggets.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Paul Millsap. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. Pass to Porter, and Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Thomas. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Wagner. Jokic defending. Here's Hart. And the 3 ball is good. Hart's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, look at this. And Josh Hart, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Nikola Jokic. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Thomas passes to Harris. Got a hand on it.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Yep, it counts.
And just like you draw it up, I mean, create some space with the screen and get the good, clean look.
Stevenson against Millsap. It's tipped. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Lakers making a change here. Zubac is checked in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Just 5 to shoot. Hard kicks to Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Lakers second, the Nuggets third.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 14-5 run. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Hart. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Millsap passes to Thomas. Millsap dishes to Thomas. Millsap sets the pick for Thomas. Rebounded by Hart.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Double team on Thomas. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Beasley.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
From deep, Stevenson. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. They put together one great play after another, and at one point, led by as many as 17. And by the end of one, they found themselves up by a rousing 17 points. They faced a serious offensive push during the second quarter, but were able to maintain a 10-point lead as the first half came to a close. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul called on the defender.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. LeBron James is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's McGee in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Thomas. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city, players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust because that new team wants you back.
Good insight. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Millsap has the open look. No good on the quick three.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Outside Thomas, elbow shot, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Look at that, Kevin. Look how smooth that stroke is. Thomas is a knockdown threat from mid-range.
LeBron kicks to McGee. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Pass to McGee, and stolen by Harris. To the middle. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for his team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that answer.
Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA has gone switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the missile.
Your take is real interesting.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Thomas goes in. Up again. That shot is off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Basket counts. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And looking now to numbers for Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Martin drives in. Count that bucket.
Timeout.
Martin's got his first points of the night. Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under it.
Wagner, he's checked in for Zubas. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Fifth, Jamal Murray.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
To the paint.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
1:16 left to play in the third. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. Fast break. The Lakers. Ball's running. And the basket by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his second basket.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
And Ball slams it in.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the lead continues to grow.
Lyles with the screen. Plumlee sets the pick for Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it. There's the pass to Wagner. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Wagner's got his third bucket of the night.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
To the inside. Lyles. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For Denver, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. 2 shots. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Ball. Got it up. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Porter is out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Barton in at the 2 guard. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Here is Porter. Ball's knocked loose, and here's the break. Here's Zubac. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, while he's out there making the play, everyone else is watching. Solid individual effort right there.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
Lakers leading by 15. Pass to Wagner. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And stolen by Barton. Murray against Beasley. High arcing shot. Porter, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Lyles. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Porter. Denver calls timeout. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Knocked loose. Here's Jokic. James dishes to McGee. Back to James. Good on the shot. James has got 4 this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A solo fast break. There's Thomas with the 3. Offensive rebound. Millsap. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Now James. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 22. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Plumlee with the screen. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans. You know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against. Good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our offseason normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun.
That's his fourth personal foul. At the line for Nuggets.
And the first one drops. And Morris drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
From an offensive standpoint, he was their leader tonight. Whenever they needed a big bucket, he was always the guy to come up with.
An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in